Toxic top bro, coming for your throat. Random show with input stories I never wrote. Don't be mean, hit that subscribe. Cross the line, take a dive. Toxic top bro, coming at your throat. I'm happy when I see your clip because I done started a show. You can judge, but it's just the start. Just leave comment, a like and subscribe. Welcome to the Toxic top bro, but we don't make sense because it's completely random. As I also go on, important support.
Welcome back to the Toxic Top Road. I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy talking about wrestling.
Toxic top bro, coming for your throat. Random show with input stories I never wrote. Don't be mean, hit that subscribe. Cross the line, take a dive. Toxic top bro, coming at your throat. I'm happy when I see your clip because I done started a show. You can judge, but it's just the start. Just leave comment, a like and subscribe. Welcome to the Toxic top bro, but we don't make sense because it's completely random. As I also go on, important support.
So, in our in our first segment, we had Io Sky come out to address her fans, that crowd, and explain some things about her being champion. And then we hear music and Liv Morgan and Dirty Dom walk out. And Liv is also the champion. I want to say she's the tag team champion, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So as Liv Morgan begins to talk, she started to explain that she should be the women's champion and that Io should just pass her the champion. That's what she's talking about. And Io is confused and trying to, what? You want me to give you the belt? And then she stands there, she thinks about it. And then she insults Liv and disgusting Dirty Dom over there, my guy. And he said some stuff. He couldn't even get his words out. It was one of the funniest things they were saying. He was talking, they was booing out of control. And then when Liv Morgan started back talking, they were quiet. That was the funniest thing. But he was saying that same thing, just gone past his belt over, like, what we talking about? And then Liv Morgan said he gonna spit shine it and give it to me. That's what he does. He's like, she gonna take care of that belt like I take care of her every night. But that was gross. But Io threw the belt at Liv Morgan after some consideration. And Liv was excited until she got a drop kick, sending her out the ring. And then Dom was checking on Liv, and Io kicked him in the head. So I guess she ain't scared of the Judgment Day, and she's pushes back on Liv Morgan, so Liv Morgan won't be running two divisions. Super excited about that improvement. It ain't even improvement no more. Liv Morgan is just cold. Our next match was for the Queen of the Ring going into the next round. You got Raquel Rodriguez, you got Ivan Niles, you got Stephanie Wagner, and you got the returning Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow. I mean, looking all the crazy, just like Great Muta will look. She looks great. They came out, they had a lot of big spots. The biggest one is one that was on social media where Raquel lifted Ivy Niles and Stephanie Wagner on two separate shoulders, and Asuka got to the top rope and jumped off and knocked both of them off. Really, really amazing. And the end almost happened when Raquel lifted up Stephanie and dropped her with the Tiana bomb, the one-arm power bomb, until she was yanked out the ring. And who's strong enough to do that? Rhea Ripley returns, because last week they said, I don't remember this, that Raquel cost Rhea the victory. That's what happened then. That's the part I was missing. And she hit her with the riptide, the pump handle drop on the outside of the ring, threw her back in, and Oscar flew out the ropes with a hip attack. I do not remember what Michael Cole said. Oscar some dropped, but Oscar hit her with the hip attack. 1, 2, 3. She's been doing that move since she started. So it's just one of her moves. I guess she's making it into a finisher. And Oscar moves on to I don't know if this is the final or semifinals of the Queen of the Ring. I don't want to quote the wrong thing, so let me just move on. Yeah, she's in the semifinals. And then now I understand why Gunther and Jey Uso had a title match on Netflix Raw and not a pay-per-view or PLE. Because as Gunther is coming out and explaining why he's better and why he's the better choice and why he should be in this position, some music hit nostalgic for that crowd. Dun, na, 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 na. And Goldberg walked out. Yeah, Goldberg walked out to a grand ovation, big pop from the crowd. And as he came down, he said a whole bunch of nothing, but the bullet points is that you're mine, you're next, and I'm going to see you at Saturday Night Main Event on July 12th. Who in the fuck asked for that shit? Because I'm looking at it. Who the fuck asked for that? Did Internet Online ask for that? Was there a poll I missed? Who the fuck asked for this? I know y'all teased it like last year, I think. Was it last year? This year? I don't know. I don't keep up. But who the fuck asked for Goldberg versus Gunther? You got Karrion Kross sitting in the back. You got AJ Styles who just got back on TV. I can name a whole bunch of wrestlers who are sitting in catering or at the hotel room that y'all are not using, and you think that Goldberg is the draw for Gunther. I see why Jey Uso lost, because Jey Uso can't fucking carry Goldberg through no damn match. Undertaker barely carried this nigga. So you telling me that Gunther got to carry Goldberg through a match in his title reign, second time being worked. Anyway, July 12th, Saturday Night Main Event. Yay, I guess. I don't know. I'm not excited for that. I'm not going to watch it, but I'm going to look at it just like I did with Pat McAfee versus Gunther. This is just a joke match to get the people upset. That's all I'm looking at. It's just a match to keep the people excited or something. I don't know. I guess the buys are down or some shit. And he is a draw, so business-wise, it's smart. But not from a journalist perspective, but from a fan perspective, I don't want to see that shit. They do. I don't want to see that shit. I'm just one person, though. And then the next match, we're building towards AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship or whatever. So AJ Styles versus JD McDonagh in a great match. I love actual wrestling, and that's what they did out there. The ending was very hilarious because when AJ wrestled Chad Gable the other week, he did like a quick grab and drop of the Styles Clash, and Wade said Flash Clash or whatever. And that's kind of what he did. Towards the end of this match, JD McDonagh, Dominic was out there the whole time, but JD McDonagh went for his snatch suplex, and AJ countered it into a headlock takeover, rolled back to JD McDonagh's feet, lifting him up and dropped him with the Styles Clash real smooth. 1, 2, 3. Dominic shot in the ring. AJ saw him duck. He tried to hit him with the championship. Dirty missed. AJ hit him with the Pele kick. Dominic goes down. He slid out to the apron, pulled on his elbow pad, getting ready for the phenomenal forearm. But that didn't happen. What happened? I said that wrong. He didn't hit him. What happened was that as he was jumping into the air, Finn Balor came out and snatched Dominic out the ring, but Dominic dropped his Intercontinental Championship. AJ saw it. He got over He picked it up. The crowd, big ovation. Maybe they excited for a new champion. Damn, already? JD McDonald's down. He's starting to pay attention to what's going on. Finn and Dominic talking. They trying to get a plan together. One side of the ring, JD gets up there. The ramp side, Dominic gets on there, and on the opposite side, Finn jumps up on the apron. They go to jump him. AJ Styles rolled out the ring with the belt and walked away. He held it up in their face. Yeah, Dominic, somebody walking around with your championship, and AJ Styles walks to the back with Dominic's championship. I will make him walk around at signings, and I will make him walk around with the belt. I won't make a joke like Dominic trying to get him or nothing, but I will make him walk around with the belt. But I guess that wouldn't make sense because it'll be a group chasing him, he by himself. The next thing that we had was Becky Lynch coming out, or Bayley coming out. I don't know which one came out first. I'd be quick watching this stuff. I'd be asleep when Rob be on. But they came out. They had a great segment spot, promo spot with each other. And Becky was acting like, oh, let me not turn my back or you're going to hit me in the back. And I was kind of confused on why they didn't really address the attack or something, like, unless I missed it or something. I was confused, but it was a good promo spot, and they setting up for the role model versus the man for the women's Intercontinental Championship. I'm very excited for that. Then in our main, super excited about this match. You got Sheamus versus Rusev versus Bronson Reed versus 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. In this match, you got so much aggression, and I'm happy for Jey Uso to take all of that beating that he took, and he was wrapped around the waist and limping a little bit, showing his battle. He's been through wars, so I expect him to be beat up. I really enjoyed that. But him being the underdog still and having to fight through all of the stuff that he's been through. And you got Rusev, who had to lead the top of the announce table on the outside of the ring and tried to put Bronson Reed through it. Couldn't get him up, and Bronson Reed body slammed him through the top of the announce table. He's down. Sheamus had been taken out. And then you got Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed took down Jey Uso. He's going up to the top for the tsunami. But out of nowhere, LA Knight came out to push Braun Breaker because, Seth Rollins' group them been real hard on LA Knight. So he coming to get his revenge because he can't advance, you can't advance. He comes out. No. I'm missing something. I may be getting this wrong, but I don't care. I think that Braun Breaker attacked Sheamus, and then Sami Zayn came out. Sami Zayn came out to attack Bronson Reed. To attack Braun Breaker to stop his rampage and hit him a little bit, got him back, was set him for the Helluva Kick as Braun Breaker was on the the barricade. He's going for the Helluva Kick, and Braun Breaker counters that, picks him up into the military press, and I was laughing before it happened, and threw him over the announce table on Corey Graves and Michael Cole. I was laughing so hard I almost missed what happened next, which is Penta. The crowd was going crazy. What the hell was going on? The crowd was going crazy. Pentagon ran from the ramp through the ring and jumped over on top of Braun Breaker. Then we got Braun Breaker getting to the top. LA Knight coming out, pushing him over. He lands on his back. He lands on his stomach on all fours. Now he lands, and then you got super kicks aplenty by Mr. Jey Uso, and then he goes up. Bronson Reed is on all fours on his stomach, and he splashes his back, and then Jey Uso goes back up to the other corner, hits him with a full Samoan splash. 1, 2, 3. Your winner going on to the semifinals, Jey Uso. As soon as he won, you hear "Burn it down," and then out slowly comes out Seth Rollins, who's taking off his blazer, unbuttoning his shirt and sleeves, and taking off his tie. Gets into the ring to give a beating to Jey Uso, and then all of a sudden, wrestling has more than one royal family. He goes face to face. Cody and Seth are standing face to face. One pause thing. Braun Breaker was already up. I saw him on the side of the camera. I wasn't supposed to, but Braun Breaker was standing up because Pencil just flipped on top of him, so he was fine. Bronson Reed was down for real. Braun Breaker could have got in there. I know they don't want to make people look weak, but I don't care nothing about that. I ain't no Booker. I would have had Bronson Reed get into the ring and spear Cody. And then when Jay tried to do something, I would have had Bronson Reed attack him to make the group look extra strong, fucking everybody else. But they stood there face to face, and then Seth got the ring. You got the wise man Paul Heyman telling him some things, probably telling him, "You the best. Bide your time. This ain't a time for a fight. We was trying to take advantage. Let's regroup and come back later." But that was my Raw observation. I really enjoy Raw. If we're going to do a scaling system, let's go 4 out of 5. Toxic Top Rope coming at your throat. Welcome to
Toxic Top Rope coming for your throat. Random show with input stories I never wrote. Don't be mean, hit that subscribe. Cross the line, take a dive.